All of you write your names, first name and second name. Write your first name and second name. Give me a second. Yes. Listening. Listening skill. Okay. 2 minutes. Share your problems regarding problems with listening. Okay, share your problems with listening. I'm giving you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Share your problems with listening. Yes. Yeah. Write down your difficulties. Whatever difficulties you have, you can write down, because we are going to solve your problems. We are going to solve your problems. I'm sending the link. You can send this link to your friends. Okay. Right. We are 8 in number now. So you can write, new students can write your names, first name and second name. So today's theme is accumulation. Today's theme is accumulation. Okay, now let us discuss Maimuna Said, Dr. Maimuna Said. Yeah, you can unmute Dr. Maimuna Said. Maimuna Said, in the beginning you had difficulty, but now you have overcome and you are getting 32, 34 marks. Can you tell
Yes,
me
sir.
any?
Sir, what are you asking about?
Listening. Earlier you are getting less marks, but now you are increased marks and you are getting 32, 34 and even 35, like that, something you're telling. Okay,
Yes,
tell
sir,
me
because I attended few of your classes, so you tell us the strategies and tricks how to identify the synonym. Because first I was searching for the same words, but later I came to know that we have to like listen for the synonym, or where we have to focus, where we have to hear. So in that way, I'm able to get better marks now.
Okay, so you're focusing on synonyms. Okay, that's fine. But tell me the strategies. Okay, synonyms you're searching, fine. But what you are doing now? What are the changes?
Yes, sir. But I'm able to, like, especially in the part C, now I am able to follow. First, I was not able to follow when their question, because I was not able to follow the order, but now I am able, like when if there are two speakers, so one speaker will be asking the question, so or they are changing the topic. This means that they are going to another question, and sometimes there are keywords which are very important to identify. So that will give the answer. And as you told us, that it is not important to listen to hear for everything. So we have to concentrate only that point, we can get the answer.
Yeah. Are you in a panic when you are listening now, or are you very cool and comfortable now?
Sir, no, sometime I'm panic, sometime cool, not very much, like better than before, but still I sometimes do panic, especially when some of the recordings are very fast.
Okay. Right. That's very good. That's impressive statement. Dr. Maimuna Saeed from Rawalpindi, Pakistan. Doctor by profession. That's very nice. You shared your opinion, Dr. Maimuna. Next, who else is there? Our regular student, Nasra. Hello, Nasra.
Hello, sir. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening, Nasra. Can you share your experience, Nasra? Is there any improvement in your strategies, approach, and style, or it is still the same? Little improvement, or like old only?
Yes, there is improvement, sir. Especially in part C, as Dr. Maimuna mentioned. Now we are, I am searching like exactly the question and what the answer I'm following. Like I know each question where the person is answering that question. So I'm going those with step by step, but sometimes I have difficulties in part A, because the speed sometimes, it depends on the each listening, it will be different, but sometimes the speed of the speaker is faster in part one, because at the same time maybe he will be answering the one question and still he's answering the next one, exactly the second question. So sometimes I get lost in those, because it's like the steps faster, and we have to write down exactly the spelling. You told us to focus on the spelling. There's no capital, there is sometimes S plural. So all these things, like you have to, at the same time we have to be considering all these things. So sometimes I am slower than the speaker in the part A, but part B and C, it's good. We got some very crucial points that you have given us previously. I am following and I'm getting benefits from those. So I'm doing better in speaking now than before.
That's a very good statement from Nasra Muhammad. Then Constance Mafosa. Hello, Constance Mafosa. Can you share your progress or improvement? How you are facing these things?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. So earlier you passed the writing and speaking, right?
Yeah, I managed this week. At least I managed to do speaking with Kaiser. I haven't gotten a feedback yet, but with listening, that time when you held a Zoom class for part B, I really got the trick. Now with part B, I don't have problems, and with part A, but part C, there's some of the text which they miss me, but I try to look for synonyms and try to listen hard on what they are saying. Because at times you find that all the three answers are there, but the speaker keeps on hammering on one question, on one answer.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, is there any improvement?
Yes. I'm actually I was getting 24. Last time I got 33. So my scores are going up, especially part A. I'm driving to actually get 20 out of 24 or 22 out of 24. I know
Okay.
that if I get 22 out of 24, I'm good to go with other
Yeah.
part B's and C's.
That's good. There are two candidates now. Next one, let us see. Yeah, Bincy Mole Thomas. Bincy
Okay,
Mole.
can
Yeah.
I mute?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Automatically, when I call the next candidate's name, you can mute it up. Yeah, Bincy Mole Thomas. Share your
evening, sir.
experience regarding listening. Is there any improvement? Is it better than before, or is it still the same? What you experience regarding your listening now?
Listening is better than before, but maybe because of my practice time and all, I am not getting good score. I am trying my level best. I am doing it slowly.
What sort of difference did you notice?
So before when I was doing listening, I was not knowing how to do part A. Like I only attended a session for part A only, but in that I was not knowing like how to like assume the answers and how to answer for the things and wait for the audio. All those things like then that within 30 seconds I have to think like I have to assume the answers. I have to plan. Then I have to go through that way. So I was not aware about that those things. So just when I am practicing, I am implementing that now. So I'm just feeling like I'm getting some improvement in that.
Okay. Then Maranang Makoko from United Kingdom. Hello, Maranang.
Hello, sir.
Why I am asking them to tell about these testimonies is because if you listen to them, you will also feel that, okay, these people have improved. So let us also do the same, follow the same pattern. What are is suggesting, then we can improve like that. Yeah, Maranang, can you share your experience?
Okay, so I've really improved in part A, and I'm following on how to answer, and really admire the strategies that you taught us. And part B is a bit better, but part C is still giving me some few problems. I failed to follow the speaker, and I even failed to answer the questions. So it's a bit problematic, the part C listening.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now let us see one or two new students. Yeah, CG Jason. Hello, CG Jason.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, share your difficulties regarding part B and if the earlier lessons helped you anyway.
Sorry, sir. I just I included in this session. I just joined now.
Yeah, I'm started just now only.
Okay.
I'm asking you in the past, how was your listening? And presently, any improvement is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, but for 3-4 days, I am not following the studies because of Christmas and work also here. But for listening, I have a part part B, I have problem because I cannot answers here and there, not in the orders. Hello, sir.
Yes, okay, fine. That's really very good. That's really very good. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, Nita Lawrence, new student. Nita Lawrence. Nita Lawrence. Yeah, can you share
Hello,
your
sir.
difficulties, Nita Lawrence?
Yes, of course. I'm not good, so I'm practicing in part B and C, and sometimes only getting 24 out of 24 in part A also.
Okay. Can you share what sort of difficulties you are facing? and why you are facing those difficulties?
Usually I'm hearing some podcasts, ABC podcasts and Australian podcasts and all, but I'm not able to catch the listening parts, exactly what they are saying, especially when not in interviews, some presentation while giving.
Okay. Why? What are the problems you are facing? Furthermore, explain furthermore.
I'm able to catch the words what that they are saying, but while answering, sometimes the answer will be wrong. Sometimes it will be getting. I don't know what is the reason behind that. I'm able to catch what they are saying and all, but exactly I'm not able to get the answer.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay. Then next, yeah, Rakhil. Rakhil. Can you share about your problems with the listening, Rakhil?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Good evening, sir. क्या हाल है?
Yeah. Yes, Rakhil. Share your problems regarding listening.
Sir, I have a problem like as I attempt the exam, and in that exam it was very easy, but the accent was also good. But while doing all the preparations like exercises which we are doing for the preparation, those accents are very difficult to understand. Sometimes people, those accents belonging to very old people, and it's very difficult to understand that. And my part A is most difficult for me because in part A you have to choose the exact word, and there is a problem of also for the spellings with me. I have a spelling problem, and also sometimes I miss my track. So these are the problems I'm facing. My part C is better because in part C I almost did 8 or 6 right answers. But in the part A I need to do all the answers correct, right?
Yeah, fine. We have spent some 5 to 6 minutes discussing these things. Now we are moving forward. So quite few students we have asked, and we are going into the subject now. So yeah, Vincent Sykes, part A is done. Question paper. Part A. Part C will deal with today. Listening question paper, listening script. Yes. Bear with me. Extract 1, part C, listening test 4, official sample OET. So All right. So here we have the text. Okay. Now let us see this part carefully. Yes, you have a microbiologist called Dr. Jane Finn giving a presentation about the overuse of antibiotics. Overuse of antibiotics. Overuse of antibiotics by Dr. Jane Finn, microbiologist. Presentation. Right. So, overuse of antibiotics. Antibiotics. Overuse of antibiotics. Right. Now, you can just recall of these things, what topics may come, what subtopics may come. Okay. Right. Overuse of antibiotics. Overuse of antibiotics. Yeah. So overuse of antibiotics by presentation by Dr. Jane Finn, a microbiologist. So overuse. Now, what is this overuse? Now, overuse comes from the word use. Overuse comes from the word use. Antibiotics. This is not about antibiotics. This is not even about the use of antibiotics. This is one type of misuse of antibiotics. So there are 4 different things regarding usage. Usage of antibiotics Proper use, that is called use of antibiotics. Proper use is use of antibiotics. Proper use. Generally, using antibiotics means properly using antibiotics. That is understood. But sometimes they may be misused. Misused may be of 3 different types. Okay. One is overuse, abuse, and underuse. So these are the negative things. Underuse means non-compliance, not using properly. Abuse means unnecessary taking. Overuse means taking more than what is wanted. Taking more than what is wanted. Taking more than what is wanted. Yes. Right. Now, usage. So how the people play with the words is more important. How the people play with the words is more important. You should know. So antibiotics. Antibiotics. Okay. Usage. Okay, that is the topic here. That is the topic here. Antibiotics usage is the topic. I'm telling you how you have to, because if you understand this properly, okay, do you want me to teach this one particular answer set of questions, or in such a way that you can answer any type of question? That is more important. Okay. That is more important. We are not living for one particular day today. Yeah. Today, there's a problem. Cry because you have a problem. I've seen one little girl cry today. Oh, almost became, mental patient. She did not know what to do, a small child. Okay. So that is called immaturity. Immaturity. People, suddenly they cry, suddenly they shout, suddenly they fight. That is immaturity. Immaturity means what? They cannot control the situation. So they start crying. They cannot control their situation, so they start shouting. They cannot control their situations, they become panic. Maturity is the name of the game. Maturity is the name of the game. Now, I tell you always, relax, you'll be the winner. If you do not relax, you'll be the loser. Today you are dead, finished. You will lose all your chances, you'll put a full stop to everything, and you will fail and you'll go off the track. Because the track is going far beyond your imagination. It's going somewhere long, you cannot see straight. Standing here, you don't know where you are going to. But what you do, in a fit of anger, fit of panic, chaos and confusion, you don't know what to do. You don't have the maturity to understand that there is a long way to go beyond. And you raise your hand helplessly and you drop down dead and you put a full stop. Who is the loser? You yourself. So here, try to understand what I'm telling you. That is called maturity. If you don't know everything about anything, just shut your mouth. Just relax. Stay cool. Everything will come into your hands. Yeah. That is what is power. So what you do is stop there and you question antibiotics. usage. No, this is not about usage of antibiotics. This passage is not about antibiotics. This passage is not about usage of antibiotics, but this passage is not even about underuse of antibiotics. This is not even about abuse of antibiotics. It is overusing antibiotics. See, I have given you four versions. When you tell about usage, the first one will be usage. This is called 100%. That means perfect usage. Perfect, 100%. Usage, proper usage. Okay, proper usage. Fine. Then the second one is underuse. Underuse. That means less than the required. That means less than 100%. Less than 100%. Less than 100%. That symbol, backward symbol shows less than 100%. That means this is imperfect. Imperfect. So that is what I'm showing you here. If you can understand these topics, then only you can move forward. No? What is this topic talking about? Is it talking about usage? No. One type of usage, and that is not a perfect one. Third one is overuse. This is called the language game. Overuse. Overuse means more than 100%. You require 10 grams and you are taking 150 grams. Okay, more than that. Less than that means insufficient. More than that is side effects. Negative impact. Negative impact. First one is perfect, 100%. A patient has so-and-so problem. He's a child, 12 years of age. 12 years of age. Not teenage boy, 12. 12 is still a boy. So for a boy, you should not give adult dosage. So 5 mg, suppose 5 mg. And you give 4 mg, that effect will not be there. Ineffective, imperfect, ineffective. First one is perfect, effective. First one is perfect. So it is effective. Second one is imperfect, ineffective, means sufficient result will not be there. Will not be there. And third one is overuse, 100%. You have to give 5 milligrams and you are giving 7 milligrams. Then what happens? The body cannot manage and side effects come. Okay, that is negative impact. Side effects. It shows on something else. So overuse. Now 5 mg is needed and 5 mg is used and the remaining 2 mg is absorbed in the body and it gives side effects to other organs. Maybe. So that is negative, overuse. And the fourth one is abuse. Now, what is this abuse? You don't need anything, but still you take it. You don't need. For example, there are some medications, opiates. If you take them, you feel sleepy and you sleep. Normally, sleepless people, for getting sleep is very important. So they give some sleeping medication. Okay. So these medications are taken by some other people who don't need them because they just want to be in a drowsy state. So that is called abusing. Abusing means what? Unnecessarily taking it. In the first three areas, there is necessity, but the fourth stage, there is no necessity. Okay, there is no necessity. The people, they themselves take it.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control. For more accessibility features, press Windows and U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner.
Right. So this is unnecessary. This is plus. Plus. Okay, this is not necessary. Unnecessarily you are taking it. Okay, this is unwanted. Unnecessary. Even 1 gram is not needed, but still you are taking. Okay, there is no need. Everything is fine, but still you are taking. That is called abusing. Abusing. Okay. Some people don't know why some things they are doing. Okay. Crazy people, mad people. They don't know what they are doing. Drug addicts. Yeah. They don't need to that drug, but still they take it. So that is abusing. Unnecessary usage of something, okay, is abuse. So now, when you need it and you take it as required, then it is usage. That is perfect, effective. Underuse, you need something, that much you have to take, but you are taking less than that. For example, you have to take 3 tablets, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, 8 hourly or thrice daily. But what you do is, you either forget it absent-mindedly, or you ignore it, or you neglect it because of non-compliance. Non-compliance may be because of adamant nature, or forgetful nature, or absent-minded nature, whatever you say, or reckless nature, easygoing nature. Non-compliance, maybe because of reason, maybe anything, but it is still non-compliance. So here, underuse means not following the regular instructions. That's it, required amount. 5 grams means 5 grams. Less than that is underuse. 5 grams means 5 grams. That is usage, proper usage. 5 grams means 6 grams. That is over usage. And abuse is a totally different version. So now here we are bothered only about overuse of antibiotics. Remember that. Overuse. That means because of overuse of antibiotics, side effects happen. Negative impact. Negative impact. First one, there's perfect result. Second one is imperfect, so no expected result will not be there. C, overuse, result will be there, but some side effects will be along with this. Good plus bad also will be there. So that bad to avoid that. Okay, fine. So this is the point, overuse. That means taking more than what is told. For example, you have a headache. Take 1 tablet, doctor says. No, I have too much headache, so I'll take 2 tablets. self. And sometimes doctors, they give the dosage just casually, and that affects the people. Right. They get habituated. They get habituated. So that's called overuse. Even when after the situation becomes normal also, they try to take the medication. That is what it is, unnecessary. Right. Now let us see here. A microbiologist. Who is talking here? A microbiologist. And his name is Dr. Jane. Her name is Dr. Jane Finn. Dr. Jane Finn. Jane Finn, a lady. And she is giving a presentation. This is a presentation. Not an interview, not a discussion, not a dialogue. This is a monologue. Monologue, be very careful. They'll just flow like that. And it is regarding the overuse of antibiotics. See how much is there. When I said overuse, 4 different things are there, I told you. And you got the point there. Now, for anything, there will be a reason. Questions will be based on reason. Why? Why does Dr. Finn give? Okay, what reason does Dr. Finn, what according to Dr. Finn is the rise in antibiotic use in the decade to 2010? Okay, for this increased rise in antibiotic use, in the decade to 2010, the decade to 2010, 2001 to 2010. So remember this, 2010, there's a number. So when the audio comes, you remember 2000, that means this is coming here. Okay. Now let us talk about 2001 to 2010. Or let us talk about 2010. So when he says 2000s, the figures is coming automatically. So how do you know that this topic is coming, this answer is coming, this question is coming? Because of 2010. There's the only different thing is here. Dr. Finn, normal antibiotic use, normal rise, normal reason for increase in 2010. Decade means 10 years. So this is another word, decade means 10 years. This is one clue and this is one clue. These are 2 clues. Okay. These are 2 clues. And in those 2 clues, you have to find a reason. Okay. 1 decade means 10 years. 10 years. So 2000 will be spoken. From 2000 for almost 10 years. That means 2010. Reason. Why did it increase? Now let us see. Slowly and steadily we'll go. The ready availability of drugs online. The ready availability of drugs online. This is talking about availability. Availability. Okay. Availability of drugs online. Okay. Availability of drug online. They're available everywhere. So on the internet, you just put it in the internet, they will send you home. Okay. They'll send you home directly. Earlier in the pharmacy only. But now you just type it in the internet and you pay the amount, they'll come to you. You don't even pay the amount, they'll come to you and they'll collect the money and they'll give you the medicine and they'll go. So no need to wait. Earlier, you have to go to the pharmacist, you have to give the prescription, doctor has given, so you'll give. But here online, just write whatever you want and they will send you. They'll not bother about anybody. They want to sell the goods, that's all. They want to make business. Whether it is right or not is not important for that. There is nothing called shouldering the responsibility. Nobody bothers. So that's it. Availability, online, online, online. So these are the two special words. And of what? This is regarding the drugs. This is the most important word here. So I'm changing the color. The ready availability of the drugs online. Here he's talking about drugs. Drugs. Drugs are the reason here. Drugs are the reason here. Drugs online available. Drugs available online. Online is not important. Availability is not important. Drugs important. And these drugs are not scarce. They are open to public, available everywhere. So drugs availability. Availability of drugs. Available is not important. Drugs. Okay. He's focusing on drugs. Drugs are the problem because they are available everywhere. Available everywhere is not the problem. Drugs. He's focusing on drugs. Okay. Drugs are problem. Why? They are not restricted. They are free in the market, in the internet. So availability of drugs. So drugs is the focus here. Next, if you see the second one, if you see the second one, the time pressures the doctors who are working under. These are the problem regarding the doctors. No, the problem is regarding time. Time is the problem here. Here, drugs is not the problem. Time is the problem. Time pressures the doctors are working under. So this is related to doctors. This is related to doctors. Okay. Time of doctors. Time pressures. Time pressures. Time. They are working under time stress. So doctors have problems. Problems focusing on doctors now. And that too related to time. They don't have time. They don't have time. So focus on this time. They're very busy. They don't have time. Okay. They don't have time. Right. The fear felt by doctors of failing to treat possible infections. The fear felt by doctors of failing to treat possible infections. Fear of failure. Fear of failure. This is also doctors. The problem because of doctors. He is focusing on doctors. But here regarding the fear of failure, failure is the problem. They are afraid, fear of failures to treat possible infections. So they don't want to fail. So they give some antibiotics. Okay. So fear of failure. First one is availability of drugs online. Second one is time of doctors. Third one is fear of failure. So if doctors get a bad name that the doctor did not treat, okay. So for example, I don't give antibiotics. And the slowly, it will get released. But slowly, it takes a long time. But antibiotics are given, immediate effect will be there. But antibiotics, why you are giving antibiotics? Let them heal in the gradual. Suddenly, you want to get relieved of pain. So they want antibiotics. Okay, for everything they give antibiotics. Okay, to quicken or increase the speed of recovery. So the fear felt. So if I don't give antibiotics, then what happens? Then what happens? The relief, it may take a little more time. Instead of 5 days, you'll get 7 days or 10 days. So then what happens? These patients will go to another doctor. Oh, I went to so-and-so doctor, he gave me medicine. Okay, immediately he gave me antibiotics. Within 5 days, it got relieved. This doctor gave more antibiotics. 3 days, it got relieved. So that means, so they get a bad name like. So they lose their practice. Their patients will, okay, go here and there. So that fear, okay, fear of failure. So doctors and doctors, two things are there, doctors and doctors. So more likely chance with doctors rather than drugs. Okay. Then first one is drugs online, available online. Second one is time pressure. Third one is fear of failure. First one is related to drugs. Second one, problems related to doctors. First one, problem related to drugs. Second one and third one, problem related to doctors. And the first one is about available online drugs and time pressures. Okay, time pressures. We don't have time, so we cannot treat the patient again and again. So just give him pain relief along with antibiotics. Then the third one is losing their jobs. They cannot make money. Okay, if the treatment, because everyone wants, fast food. Everyone wants fast food. That is what many students come to me. Sir, we don't want to learn all these things. You are teaching 1 hour for one question. Sir, we don't want all this nonsense. We don't want to become English teachers or professors. But these crazy people don't understand what I am telling. Okay, they want fast food. They want fast food. They don't trust in doctors if they don't give more medications. The more number of tests, that means the best doctor. Do this test, do this test. How much more money you will spend in how many tests? Every test, 1, 2, 3, for simple sneezing also, they will write 4 or 5 tests. They'll be very happy. Blood test, urine test, that test, this test, every test. The more tests, the best doctor. That's what people think. If you don't write too many tests, they'll think, oh, this doctor is, no, not that much. He's not checking everything. He should test everything, no? Blood test, he should check, urine test, everything. Then it's, your doctor made all the tests, so his decision is perfect. This doctor did not do any test. What? This nonsense doctor. Stupid fellow, he just took 50 rupees or 100 rupees and he gave me some medicine. He did not take even one test. So they'll lose their confidence in the doctors. Okay. So this is how people's, sheep theory. One sheep goes, all the sheep go as a flock, like that. So crowd mentality, we call it crowd mentality. Crowd mentality. One person does, everyone does the same. Okay. Now let us see here. Yeah, this is the first question. Yeah, this is the first question. What reason does Dr. Finn give for the rise of antibiotic use in the decade to 2000? Now, what you have to focus is it talking about the availability of drugs online, open market, online market, internet, online, websites. Okay. Internet, online, websites. So this is that one. Availability, freely availability online drugs. That is what you focus on, that one. Online, websites, and internet. These are the, okay. Fine. Next one. Time pressures that doctors were working under. Time pressures. Less number of doctors, more patients, limited time. More patients, less number of doctors, and limited time. Any doctor can work for 8 hours officially. And in that time, how many patients can he see? There are less number of doctors, more number of patients. Time is only 8 hours. How many patients can he deal? That's it. It's humanly impossible. Humanly impossible if the conditions go wrong. So that is the time pressure. In that state, what they will do? They will give some finished. They don't want the patients to come again and again and again. So what they will do? They'll give some double dose, overdose. Oh, doctors, this cold, 7 days. Oh, if I take medication, it is 7 days. If I don't take medication, it is for 1 week. The stupid fellow doesn't understand the difference. 7 days or 1 week. Okay. He'll say, no, sir, I don't want 7 days. I don't want 1 week. I want to finish this cold tomorrow itself. I don't want. Give whatever you want medication you give. I'll take. I don't want this cold to. So then what happens? Try to understand. You're forcing the doctor, okay, to give overdose for quick relief. Strong medication. You know, body works at its own pace. Okay. And you're pressurized by the patient to give. So time pressure. See, one is time pressure. The doctor, he has to treat this patient. Otherwise, tomorrow again he will come. After 2 days, again he will come. Say, doctor, I did not get this one. That's second one. Third one is what? If it doesn't give this antibiotic medication, if it doesn't recover, he will leave this doctor and go to another doctor. Oh, this doctor is not very good. He is giving medicine, but it's not healing. 10 days, still it did not heal properly. Wait for another 2 days. No? So he will leave the doctor in between. He is not giving a strong medication. So he'll go to another doctor who gives strong medication. This is how they have a fear of losing the patients. Okay. They'll get a bad name. Because that is how patients are. Okay. There are many students who tell, sir, Simon, sir, you are wasting our time, sir. We don't have this much time, sir. Okay. Afterwards, sir, overdose, you are taking overdose. I'll say, do one test. But how are you doing? You are doing one test, learning nothing. Instead of that one, take one part and do that only perfectly, you learn. Instead of doing 42 questions, take 10 questions, 12 questions and do 100%, learn that one. Overdose. You're still learning and you want to do it in a test style. That is what is overdose. So, now, the fear felt by doctors of failing to treat possible infections. For me, I don't bother. If anybody fails or passes, that is not my problem. Because that is their karma. If they listen to me, they'll pass. See, Dr. Mahimuna is telling them, many other people who are telling, sir, earlier it was difficult, but now it is becoming very easy because I'm following your techniques. It is your karma. I'm giving the same medicine to everyone. What you are doing, you are taking the medicine 100%, usage, proper usage, you will get proper result. It will be effective. If you are underusing, another girl said, sir, 1 week I did not prepare, sir, because exam was, Christmas was there. Okay, no problem. So for me, I'm not getting that result, sir, because I did not practice properly. She only told that. Okay. Some people are there who do two tests, sir. But at the end, sir, still I'm not getting results. Why? Overusing. Some people are abusing. Instead of doing one way, they are doing it their own style. How? They'll take mobile phone and do listening on mobile phone. I don't know where they will underline, where they'll highlight, where they'll tick, where they'll put arrow marks. We don't know. Building castles in the air. They don't know even to underline what to underline, where to underline. They'll do their own way. This is abusing listening. Okay. Using listening. Okay. Overusing listening, underusing listening, and abusing listening. Many people, they say, oh, sir, why printing paper, sir? Wasting money. Already we spent 35,000 for exams, sir, as if they are doing some favor to somebody. I already spent 35,000. Why should I waste, sir, 1,000 rupees on printing this paper, sir? Waste of money, sir. You are not wasting 1,000 here. You are going to, if you don't waste 1,000 here, if you don't use 1,000 here, you are going to waste 35,000 there. You crazy fellow. That is what it is. Abusing listening. They don't know how to do listening. So look into the question paper. They will tell you. Keep the question paper in front of you. Underline it. Take the printout of the papers, they'll say. But we don't want to take the printouts. Doing OET our way is abusing. Whenever I'll get, I'll do, sir. One day I'll do, one day I'll not do, sir. Okay. Like that. I don't want to underline, sir. Because mobile phone, no, I cannot underline, no, sir. I don't have anybody. I don't have brother or sister or anybody. I don't have printer, sir. What to do, sir? That is abusing listening. Okay. So here, online availability. All are about drugs only. All are about drugs. First is drugs, second one is drugs, third one is drugs. Okay. First focusing on drugs, second focusing on the problems of the doctor, third also focusing on the problems of doctors. Problem because of time. Third one is problem because of, people's opinion. People's opinion. Right. So here, availability or online availability. Number one, online. First one is online, web, internet. These are the three words. Write down. Online, web, internet. Online, web, internet. Is there any other word? Any other word? Online, web, internet, mobile. Okay. Or computerized, whatever it is. Online. The next one, that is, these are the words related to that. Available, accessible, reachable, purchasable, okay, buy online, okay. Just at a click of a button, mail, order, okay. So these are the other words we can use for availability. Next one, time pressures, time, busy schedules, shortage of time, okay, number of patients, more patients, okay, less availability of doctors. All these are related to time pressures, okay. Then next one, third one is fear filter, black marking, okay, negative labeling by the public, or unsuccessful doctors label, okay, unsuccessful, losing their business, fear of losing their business. That's what it is. So these three things you have to focus. First one is related to freely accessible, accessibility, accessible. Earlier only in pharmacies. Now just sit in the house and they'll come to you. Just Apollo, call Apollo, write the name of the medicine and they'll bring you. They'll not even see the prescription. They'll just bring you home. Just you have to write the names. They'll come. Whether they really want them or don't want them, they will not bother. The medicines will come. So that is open or free access. Free. accessibility, availability, reachable. These are the things. Next one, time pressure, time. So focus on time. Okay. The next one, third one is fear of losing, name in the public. Okay. Goodwill, public goodwill. That's what it is. Failure to retain their business, hold on the public. Okay. So that's it. So these are the 3 points. So focus on these 3 things mainly.
Occupational
My name's Dr. Jane Finn and I'm a microbiologist. I'm talking today about the overuse of antibiotics, or antimicrobials as they're often called, and the serious dangers this poses for the future. We're all familiar with the threat of a post-antibiotic era in medicine. But how did we get to this point? Well, in the decade up to 2010, we saw a staggering increase of 36% in antibiotic use worldwide. As more and more global citizens were able to access them, usually online, we saw uncontrolled consumption during that period. Although recent media stories suggest the general public has finally got the message that antibiotics should be used sparingly, there's still a hard core who want them prescribed for everything. Doctors are now better at resisting their demands, however, for example when the problem's viral rather than bacterial. This has improved things. For instance, there's been a fall recorded in the overall amount of antibiotics prescribed in the UK in a given 4-year period. At first sight, that's welcome news. The data shows that this decrease hasn't had a negative impact on patients with common infections like pneumonia, but we simply don't know yet if it's made any impression on rates of antibiotic resistance. Other data shows that GPs have reduced the amount of antibiotics they prescribe by 13% over this period. Dentists have also reduced their prescriptions by an impressive 20%, but the figure for hospitals is much lower. So it's not an equally distributed decrease, so the picture's more complicated than it may at first appear. Something else complicating the picture is a widely reported medical research.
Okay. Now, we're not going to do 100 questions, okay? Perfectly. We'll do perfect number of questions. Even if it is 1 question, it's okay for us. But we should do, absolutely. Okay. Down to the ground. We have to defeat the enemy, not just hurt the enemy, because the enemy will rise back in another question. If you wound the enemy, hitting on the shoulder, this enemy, after 2 seconds, he will just wave his hand and he will rise up. So what you have to do is, You have to hit the bullet in the chest, okay, or forehead, where he will collapse totally. There is no getting up again. That is called the fatal blow. Give a fatal blow. Give a fatal blow. Don't shoot your bullets somewhere. Perfect aim to the forehead or in the heart. Finished. The heart of the question or the forehead of the question. Hit it and you'll be victorious. Don't just, okay, like a crazy fool, shoot your arrows everywhere. Be wise enough. Aim properly. Take 2-3 seconds proper aim and then shoot. Rather than hit one bullet here, one bullet here, one bullet here, one bullet here. But still that fellow will get up and come and crash you because your 6 bullets are gone. Your 6 bullets are gone. In a revolver, there are 6 bullets. The 6 bullets are gone. Then what will you do afterwards? Your revolver only is your strength. Nothing else is there in you. The enemy is very powerful. If the 6 bullets are lost, there is nothing. So only 1 bullet is enough. Hit it properly on the forehead. That's what it is. Now, you heard the question. You got the answer. Write in your notebook. And now when I count down, okay? When I count down, so question 31. I'll count down from 7. At the count of 1 and submit, you have to submit your answer. Yes, type your answer and keep it ready. All of it time, at a time, submit. 7, just type A or B or C. Don't submit until I tell you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Yeah. 13 students have written. What about the other 4? Yeah. 31. No need to write 31 constants. Okay. Yeah. Nasra, Anjali, Anushka, Meera. Meera, count the number of A's. Maimuna, count the Naufa, count the number of B's. Anybody see? Anybody see? Okay, no see. No see. Okay. So, Meera, count the number of A's, and Naufa, count the number of B's, and Rakil, count the number of C's. Naufa says 3 B's. Okay. Meera, how many A's? And Rakil, how many C's? Come on. I did not send the link to many people today. Yeah. There are no C's. Okay. Meera, 6 A's. Okay, fine. So 6 plus 3, 9. Only 9 have given the answer. How come? What about the others? Then why are you here? Huh? Nasra, Anjali, Anushka, Meera, Uppula, Maimuna. Then Constance. That's all. Bless Jose, Maranag. Okay. CGG son. Okay, now add some more students have added. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Some more students have added. Okay. Right. Okay, fine. So now let us check the answer. Let us check the answer. Mhm. A, B, and C. So the answer is here. Mhm. Part B. Okay. Yeah, part C. The answer is A. The answer is A. 31. Yeah. 31, the answer is A. Fine. So that is the answer. Now let us see how this works out for us. Okay. How he tried to play the fool. Now let us see that here. So what you have to do, how to improve your pronunciation, how to improve your speaking. There are many students who say, Dr. Maimuna just now told, if the audio is fast, then it is difficult for me. Then how can you say it is fast? Audio is never fast. You are slow. You are not able to reach it. So how to improve that one? See here. Nobody will open the mouths and see how to read. The script is in front of you and the audio will be playing and you will be reading along with the audio, looking at the script. Read loudly, don't open your mic, read loudly. Along with the audio, you try to read. I'm teaching you how to speak, how to understand the audio, how to be in pace with the audio. That's what I'm showing you.
Paper pub. My name's Dr. Jane Finn, and I'm a microbiologist. I'm talking today about the overuse of antibiotics, or antimicrobials as they're often called, and the serious dangers this poses for the future. We're all familiar with the threat of a post-antibiotic era in medicine. But how did we get to this point? Well, in the decade up to 2010, we saw a staggering increase of 36% in antibiotic use worldwide. As more and more global citizens were able to access them, usually online, we saw uncontrolled consumption during that period. Although recent media stories suggest the general public has finally got the message that antibiotics should be used sparingly, there's still a hard core who want them prescribed for everything. Doctors are now better at resisting their demands, however, for example when the problem's viral rather than bacterial. This has improved things. For instance, there's been a fall recorded in the overall amount of antibiotics prescribed in the UK in a given 4-year period. At first sight, that's welcome news. The data
Yes. Now let us see here. Yes. 11 A's, 4 B's. Okay. Now see the question I have kept in front of you now. I have given the passage, I have given you everything. Now you imagine what I'm showing you there. Yeah. Go through them. I'll explain you. Learn one question properly and apply the same techniques for everyone. Okay, they'll be useful everywhere. I gave you a lot of clues. Yeah. Sparingly means limited, controlled, prohibited, restricted. Sparingly means spare, very less. Spare means minimize the usage. Spare the water. Okay. Spare means save. Spare means control, limit, restrict, prohibit, avoid. So now let us see. Right. I'm not asking you to, I'm not giving you the answer. I'm laying the road. You drive your car. I'm not going to take you, I'm not going to drive you, okay? I'm just laying the road. Driving is your headache. Okay, I'm not going to drive you every day to your destination. One road I'll put one time, that means you have to follow that. Okay. You'll be surprised at what I'm going to show you. It will not take much time. It will not take much time. Okay. For me to explain you, it will be taking time because I have to show all these things. Okay. Okay. Right. You can see there, everything came here. Okay. Use. Antibiotics. In. It should be shocking to you what I'm showing you now. Otherwise, there is no meaning. Rise. Increase. Rise means increase. Okay. Right. Now, well, in the decade up to 2010, means to 2010, we saw a staggering increase of 36%. Okay. Right. And worldwide. Try to understand all over the world, worldwide. It's talking about worldwide. Remember that, right? As more and more global citizens were able to access. If you don't know the word access, then how are you going to identify this? Them means drugs. This is a very easy question because they have given the word online. A very easy question. Okay. Right. Were able to access. Able to access availability. Okay. Right. As more and more global citizens were able to access them usually online. We saw uncontrolled consumption during that period. Which period? 2010. Up to 2010. Okay. Right. Next one. We saw uncontrolled consumption. Although recent media stories suggest the general public has finally got the message that antibiotics should be used sparingly in a limited way. Limited edition, not unlimited edition. They are using unlimited edition. So they should be limited, controlled. They should not give me as and like they want. According to the need, they should be given. But if possible, you can avoid it. For example, I get cold, I don't take medication. Okay, I get fever, I don't take medication. So unless and until it is uncontrollable, I'll see one day. If I have some problem, I don't eat that day particularly. I drink too much of water and I just leave it alone. Automatically the next day it gets subsided. If I get fever, I just eat curd rice, get subsided. So if you go to take the medication, for everything you take medication, for everything you'll be depending on medication. Yeah. So there is something which is very important. You have to limit. You have to avoid if possible. Avoid if possible. Okay. And if should not avoid, if it is urgent and pressing means necessary. Okay, pressing means necessary. Now, next one. Although recent media stories suggest that general public has finally got the message that antibiotics should be used sparingly. Write down this word and learn the meaning. Sparingly. There is still a hardcore means adamant people. Adamant, hardcore. There are some hardcore people, they don't want to study at all. They just want to do a test and get lost. Hardcore means hard people, rock like adamant people, adamant. They don't want to change. Hardcore means stiff neck people, stiff neck. They cannot bend their head, stiff neck. They just want like that, stiff. They don't bow down. They don't have respect towards studies. They just, okay, One time I lost, second time I lost, one or the other, maybe fifth time I'll pass. Okay, no problem. Why should I study for this one? There are some crazy people, they say what, there are people who are failing for 5-6 times. So many people are failing. So it is common, no problem. Maybe I will also pass in the 6th attempt. Wow, wonderful, amazing, marvelous. Okay. So sparingly, there is still a hardcore who want them. Hardcore means reluctant patients. They don't listen to you. They will not oblige. Follow your suggestions. No need antibiotics. No, doctor, who want this one? I don't want to suffer for 1 week or 10 days. I want this problem to get relieved in 2 days if possible. So give something, no, tough medications, to give double dose, no problem. So because of that, unwantedly, they'll be forced to, Doctors are now better at resisting their demands. Even the patients are asking, the doctors are resisting their demands. They're not giving. However, for example, when the problem's viral rather than bacterial. If it is viral, bacterial means, okay, antibiotics are needed. But viral, however, they're resisting their demands. However, for example, when the problem is viral disease, they are not giving antibiotics. For viral disease, there is no need of giving antibiotics. That's what it is. Bacterial disease, okay, to some extent. So here, try to understand the point there. The problem is not with the doctors. Doctors having time less, nothing is given that. Doctors are afraid of failure? No. Doctors are now better at resisting their demands. Even if the patients are asking, they're not giving. That means doctors are not bothered about failure. Hey, if you want to come, otherwise get lost. I will not give you antibiotics. What you are talking? I am the doctor or you are the doctor? Yesterday, somebody was asking me, okay, I want to take admission. I said, no, I will not give you admission. Why, sir? Because no way. I cannot give you. Why, sir? What is the reason? Because you cannot give me time. So why should I give you admission? Better somebody else will come and learn. Nah? No problem if you don't study. Otherwise, you work for another 1 month, fail again, then come again to me. That time you take leave and study full. No matter. When the doctors are strong, patients will definitely come. I don't mind. Whether the students are impressed or not, I don't mind. The students want to give me 10 examples. I will not give. I'll give 1, 2, 3 maximum examples. But learn it properly. If not today, tomorrow we'll know by the name. Good doctors will be known by their name. Okay, because temporary sudden treatment will spoil your health in the future. Now you may be happy, but after 10 years, your immunity will become less because of these medications, artificial medications. Right? Artificial medications. You'll get any problem, take some medicine. Any problem, take some medicine. That is not fine. You're totally spoiling your body immunity power. It will be reduced. Then next day, you'll be suffering later stages. Now it will be okay. But after effect, after maybe 20 years, your body is full of medications. Then what you will do? Like that. So the doctor, an excellent doctor, will not be bothered about patients. Today money coming, no, that is different thing. No, sorry, I cannot give you all those things. If you want my treatment, this is my style. Otherwise, no problem. I'm telling you, I can give you antibiotics now, but if I give you, you'll get immediate relief. But these antibiotics will be reserved in your body, and slowly your body becomes weakened. Immunity will become less. So in the future, for everything, you'll depend on medications. And one day, your body is full of medications and your immunity power will be zero. Then what you will do? All right. So sparingly is one word. Access is another word. Now let us see here. This is a very easy question. Availability means access. Drugs, them, online, online. Usually, frequently, always. Okay. So that's it. Right? Ready. It's always they are available. Usually they are available. Usually they are available. Always they are available. That means people, they are readily available to the public. Readily available means usually available, always available. Whenever you want, it is available. So see the things there. Okay. You have to understand the importance. Okay, how they are. So now I'm asking you one question. Was the explanation useful? Just give me a yes or a no. Just give me a yes or a no. First. See, when you know what you are, you need not bother about anybody else. Okay? When you know what you are, you need not bother about anybody else. All the mics are off. All the videos are off. Very good. Students have become excellent. Yeah. Fine. Now, next. So, 1 second. Yeah. Now I'm giving you 2 minutes. 2 minutes before we move on. Sorry. 2 minutes. Spelling mistake. 2 minutes. What new thing have you learned? What new thing have you learned? One new thing, whichever you have learned, write down. One new thing, whichever you have learned. Yeah, one new thing you have learned. Okay. Write down one new word that you have learned. All of you wait. Don't hurry. Okay. Don't hurry. Anushka Gupta has registered for our new batch. Okay. She's joining from the first. Anana. వచ్చేసినావా? Okay. Write down your points, which are very important. See, every question has a question like this. Don't think about time. First, study the question. Then afterwards, listen to the audio and answer. Slowly, slowly, speed increases. Then afterwards, one day you will definitely. Okay. Ananakam. జలుబు చేసింది కోల్డ్ టాబ్లెట్ వేసుకొని కానీ తర్వాత కొద్దిగా టీ చేసుకుని టైర్డ్ అను కొద్దిగా రెస్ట్ తీసుకో తిని కొద్దిగా టీ చేసి పెట్టి సరిపోతుంది కొద్దిగా తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు కాదు 15-20 minutes నో హరీ అల్లం అల్లం టీ అల్లం చెప్తాను okay, so write down your points. Write down your points, please. Write down your points. Whatever you want to, you have learned. Everyone is writing some points. Okay. Okay. Now what you can do is you can take one part C, take one question, okay, analyze like this and answer that question. Then take another one, analyze like that, then that's all. No need. Think about what the expected words. Your brainstorming is very, very important. Brainstorming is very important. Okay, there are many students who are working tomorrow. Okay, can you please raise your hands who are working tomorrow morning? Those who are working tomorrow morning, say, then I'll see. Nasra is working tomorrow, Marnang is working tomorrow. Raise your hands. Yeah, at the bottom there will be a symbol. Okay, 2 people are working morning. Nasra, Marnang, any others working in the morning, please. Okay, Meera. 3 students are working in the morning. Okay. Constance is working in the morning. So 4 students are working in the morning. Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. So I wanted to take another question. Okay. Nasra, Marana, Meera, and Constance. Another question. This question, I will not explain anything. Okay, you will plan yourself. I'll give you some time to understand the question. Then I'll play the audio. Then I'll check. So we'll see. This is your test. One question. Are you ready to wait? 5 minutes maximum. 2 minutes preparation. Then afterwards listening. 2 minutes checking. 1 minute. 5 minutes maximum. Are these 4 people ready to spend 5 minutes? Say yes if you are ready. Nasra, Marna, Meera, and Constance. 5 minutes. Okay. Right. So all of them said yes. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a chance. How you are analyzing, you analyze. Then afterwards I will analyze. Then we'll see how you are analyzing is coinciding with my analysis. And then we'll listen and then try. First you analyze. Then I will explain my analysis. Then you correlate how they are going together or some difference is there, deviating or coinciding. Check. Okay, now I'm asking you one question. Agreed? Then you have to type A. Disagree means you don't agree, you don't want to do like that. Means B. Okay. Yeah, A means agree. Whatever I told you now. First 2 minutes you will study. Then 2 minutes I will explain. And afterwards we'll listen and we'll answer. That is 5 minutes. Or yeah, everyone is saying A, finished. Well, because I want you to think first, then I will explain. Then you will know whether your mind is working properly or proper. I don't mean properly. Your mind will work properly. But my cold is troubling me today. I had what we call a natupoli, some village country chicken spicy. So my nose is gone little bit. So what happened? Some village hotel we went today. I had that one, very nice. My son ordered, but it was spicy. That gave me a little bit cold. I'll have ginger tea and it will be set right now. Fine. Now next one. Yeah, all of you have agreed. Very good. That's it. So then what you will know is your mind is deviating from the official standard path, or it is going along with my line of thought. So I'm giving a standard thought, not one, but 2 or 3 standard thoughts. I'll give it same line. Okay, how they are going. Then afterwards, you can modify or rectify. Right. Moving forward. Oh. Clear all drops. Yo. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. What I have to do is view full screen mode. Okay. Hide frozen. Yeah, I'll post this one. Otherwise, this will be lost forever. So, print the screen. Okay. Yeah. Now, yeah, here is the question. Yes, I left it to you now. Think about all these things. 2 minutes for you, 2 minutes for me, 1 minute for audio. Think of all the possible things. Recent, latest, before, earlier, like that. reservation, restriction, condition, prohibition, fall, decline, deteriorate, decrease, stumble, drop, number, figures, values, prescribed, suggested, given. No effect, ineffective, like that one. You think whatever you want to think. I don't want to influence you. Yeah. These people are shouting at me. The sofa has gone from there inside. Full sofa has gone waste. Because every time you sit here, what to do? Okay. Right. So done. Okay, shall I explain? Have you finished your plan? 2 minutes over. So now I will start explaining. Yeah. My thoughts. My game. My rules. Yeah. Reservation. Reservation. Reservation means restriction, control, hold, withhold, avoid, refrain, restrict, objection. Next. About, regarding, concerning, related to. About means regarding, concerning, related to. Then recent. Recent, latest. Recent, latest. Just before, prior, earlier. Okay. Fall, decline, deteriorate, plunge, drop, shortfall, shortage, decrease, lessen, reduce. Synonyms. Number. Quantity. Statistics. Values. Statistics. Statistics, values, figures, data. I don't know anybody is writing or not writing. Somebody write. Valuable information I am giving out of my experience. Make down, make a note of them and use them. All these things will come in the next step. Okay, every time they will be coming. Okay. Number, statistics, figures, values, data, quantity, amount. Okay. Prescribe, given, suggested, advised, recommended. So how do you know that this will come? So he will be talking about UK. This is the alarm bell. When he says UK, that means the topic comes. In the previous one, 2010 is the clue word. Topic is changing. UK. So that is talking about 2010 and this is talking about UK. Thank you. This is talking about 2000. That is talking about 2010. This is talking about UK. That means when the word UK comes, that means the topic changed. And that question and this question, there will be one paragraph difference. Yeah, that is a different topic. This is a different topic. So when the paragraph changes, in between there will be a pause, not a comma, full stop, and a long pause because paragraph is changing. Like this. So long pause. Next, it seems. It is commonality. It is commonality. Now, what do you mean by commonality? Commonality means unimportant. Commonality means it becomes unimportant. So it. Okay. Right. Now see here. Now here problem. Reservation means control. Means objection. No, don't use objection. I told you reservation. I have given you number of reservations, means rules and regulations. Reservations means rules and regulations. That means don't do, that is reserved. What don't do? Don't do it on the mobile phone. There's a reservation. I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm restricting you from doing that one. So don't do it. It's a reservation. I'm reserving you away from that one. I am taking that one. What is that one? Doing it on the mobile phone. I'm taking it away from you. That means it is mine now. You don't have choice there. I reserved it. I reserved my seat. That means you cannot sit in that seat. These spectacles are reserved for me. That means you cannot use this. This laptop is reserved for me. That means you cannot use it. This tea is reserved for me. That means you cannot have it. I have taken it away from you. That means you are restricted from that. One reservation I have given you is do not do listening and reading on the mobile phones or on the computers. Take the printed papers, I'm telling you. That's a reservation I have given you. Try to understand that one. Because there is a problem. If I don't avoid you from doing on the mobile phones, you will be addicted to do on the mobile phones every time. You are thinking great mind, you are thinking that you are saving 1,000 rupees. But a useless fellow, you are going to waste 35,000 of your rupees, hard-earned money, sweat. This is my way of talking. Okay. Useless fellow doesn't mean that you are useless fellow here. You understand? A fellow who wastes 35,000, okay, instead of using 1,000 extra, he is losing 35,000. Yeah, he's not using his brains. Do it the OET way. Because suddenly you go into the exam and you are given a paper and you are not given a mobile phone and you don't know what to do. You just see like that one in here you can underline. You don't have the habit of underlining every day because you are using the mobile phone. Your hands will be folded and your eyes will be looking there somewhere because that is what you do. No underlining business, nothing. Empty brain for 2 minutes. When the audio is passed before the beep sound, what you will do? You'll only look here and there. You will not do anything because there is no pencil in front of you to underline. There is no paper to underline. What will you underline? What will you arrow mark? What will you circle? What will you write there in between? Nothing. And when the audio is also coming, you cannot draw any lights. That means your mental faculties, your hand, your pencil, not taken to the fullest use. That is the reservation I am telling you. But still many people say, sir, I don't know, sir, I don't have anybody, sir. So, okay, that's not my problem. That is your problem. You have a stomach pain, you have to take the medication. That's it. So, it eliminated. This is called commonality factor. Commonality factor, which is common, is not important. The next one is negative. Negative. How negative comes? Negative will be danger zone. Negative will be danger zone. No. No. No is negative. No is negative. Negative, no. Doesn't, not is negative. That means effect, no effect means ineffective. No is word used to, is a new word, no is used. Okay. So the next one, may be causing actual harm. Harm is negative. Harm is a negative word. It's not safe. So word itself is negative. Effect is positive, no effect, ineffective is negative. But here harm itself is negative. It's an opposite of safe. Instead of saying no safety, he's telling harm. No safety means harm. He's using the word directly. He's not using the word no or not. Isn't harmless. He's not telling harmless. Okay, harmless means no harm. But he's telling harm. Harmless. You'll use the word less in order to make it negative. Effective, ineffective. You're adding a suffix. Effective, to make it negative, you're saying ineffective. Is ineffective. Seems to be ineffective. Ineffective means also the same thing, no effect. Okay. So try to understand how negative can be there. So in the three sentences, negative is there. The problem means negative only, it's not positive. So first one is no. Second one is the word itself, harm. No effect. Here using effect means positive. Reflect means positive. Harm, safety means positive. But he has used the opposite, harm. Okay. And here he has used no effect. And here is doesn't reflect. So try to understand that one, how he is talking. So it seems to have no effect on drug resistance rate. Effectiveness. One word which is very, very important. So no. So no is negative, it's a problem. Negative is already a problem. We know that. This is a reservation. Reservation means problem. So he's avoiding that problem here. So harm is a problem. So safety is not, safety is important here. Okay. Then does not, doesn't, means does not. No or not. No or not. Or negative word harm. So try to understand this. I'm showing you shortest, clear picture. You will not miss the answer now. Okay. So avoid this negative. Negative is already a problem. We know that this is a problem. Okay. What reservation does Dr. Finn have about a recent fall in the number of antibiotics prescribed in the UK? There are many positives, but something negative is there. It seems to have no effect on drug resistance rates. No effect. So that means if the word focused is here is effectiveness. Effect. Effect means impact, result, outcome, end product. End product. Write down effect, impact, effect, impact, outcome, result, end product. End product. That's very, very important. Next one. It may be causing actual harm to certain patients. It may be causing actual harm to certain patients. Causing. So it is talking about cause. This is a cause. First one is effect, and this is cause. See how I'm showing you the points. Relationship. Cause and effect relationship. Here effectiveness, positive. Causing. Okay. Effectiveness, positive. And no effect, ineffectiveness, negative. Harm, causing harm. Means harmful. Harmful. Okay, it may be actually harmful to certain patients. Harmful. Harmful. Harmless is negative. Harmful is positive. Harm itself is negative. Now next one, causing. And then it doesn't reflect. So it doesn't even reflect an even pattern of distribution. Reflects. So reflect means showcase, reveal, signs and symptoms. Okay. So this is very, very, these are the three important words. Then let us see here, fall in the number of antibiotics prescribed in the UK, especially in the UK. So is he talking about resistance? Okay, resistance rates overall. Or is it talking about patients? Or is it talking about distribution? Statistical distribution. Here more, here less, even pattern, even, odd, here more, here less, odd, not even, maybe. Even or odd pattern. Odd pattern. What is odd pattern? For example, you have $10. You are giving one, another one 4, another one 7. Sorry, 5. 1, 4, 5. Why you are giving? We don't know. Odd. Even means what? 2, 2, 2. Or 3, 3, 3 like that. So that is even means equal. Even odd means unequal or unequal. Doesn't reflect an even pattern. That means it reflects an odd pattern. Odd pattern. Odd pattern means no standards. No standards. There is no standardized pattern. Anywhere, any type it may be there. Anywhere, any type it may be there. Not even means odd. Odd means what? Not. See, for example, that's common means even. Uncommon means odd. For example, you see, somebody has 2 hands. That's common. Somebody has 3 hands. One hand will be protruding from here, from the chest and falling down. 2 hands are here, 1 hand comes from here. It is not even, it is odd phenomenon, means unusual phenomenon. Pattern means phenomenon. Write down these words. I don't know whether I'll remember the words afterwards also. They come just like that word. Even. Not even means uneven, means odd. Not even means uneven. He may say uneven or he may say odd also. Not even is equal to uneven or odd. Not even, 2 different words. Uneven is 1 word. Odd is an opposite. Even, odd, opposite. He can say anyway. He can use two different words, not even, or he can say uneven, one word, using a prefix, uneven, or harmful, harmless, suffix, or prefix. Prefix means before, fixing before. Suffix means fixing afterwards. Harmful, harmless, suffix. Even, uneven, frequent, infrequent, effective, ineffective. So, prefix. Or he may use opposite word, safety, harm. Okay. Effective, ineffective. Even, odd. Not even is equal to odd. Not even is equal to uneven. So try to understand that one. Negation is always there. So even pattern means usual pattern, common pattern, regular pattern, general pattern, normal pattern. Even means I have given another word now. Regular, usual, common, normal, frequent, general, even. Opposite of is uncommon, irregular, uneven, infrequent, unusual, abnormal. All are opposites. You may use those words also. Pattern, style, trend, phenomenon. Phenomenon. So this is the way it goes. Okay, fine. That is how it is. So is he talking about resistance rates? That means a drug. Second one is patients. Third one is distribution. Resistance, immunity. Immunity. First one is immunity. Okay, drug resistance rates. Then next one is patients. Patients. Third one is distribution. First one is resistance is the problem. Second one, patients are a problem. Third one is distribution is a problem. First one is effect, second one is cause, third one is reflection, signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms, some cause is there, some effect is there. These signs and symptoms show that this cause relates to that effect. So see the relationship, cause and effect. This is the cause. For example, smoking, cancer, throat cancer, cough is signs and symptoms. Is coughing too much. Okay, some problem happened there inside. So reflect, signs and symptoms reflect. They suggest. Signs and symptoms suggestive of throat cancer. Okay, these signs and symptoms reflect throat cancer. Showcase, reflect, signs, symptoms, suggest. Okay, all the words are actual, original, real, maybe, possibly, seems, appears to be. Rates, shares, proportions, ratio. Okay, fine.
Shows that this decrease hasn't had a negative impact on patients with common infections like pneumonia, but we simply don't know yet if it's made any impression on rates of antibiotic resistance rather than bacterial. This has improved things. For instance, there's been a fall recorded in the overall amount of antibiotics prescribed in the UK in a given 4-year period. At first sight, that's welcome news. The data shows that this decrease hasn't had a negative impact on patients with common infections like pneumonia, but we simply don't know yet if it's made any impression on rates of antibiotic resistance. Other data shows that GPs have reduced the amount of antibiotics they prescribe by 13% over this period. Dentists have also reduced their prescriptions by an impressive 20%, but the figure for hospitals is much lower. So it's not an equally distributed decrease, so the picture's more complicated than it may at first appear. Something else complicating the picture is a widely reported medical research paper published recently. This suggested that short courses of antibiotics work just as well to treat most bugs as the traditional longer courses of a week or so. Those conducting trials suggested that there's insufficient data to prove that short courses encourage antibiotic resistance, and argued that it's using antibiotics for longer than necessary which increases this risk. The newspapers ran away with the story, however, and sent out mixed messages.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Question number 32. Yes, I'll count from 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submit. Submit your answer. Yeah. Yes. Now let us check our answer. "32. C is the answer. 32. C is the answer. 32. C is the answer. Okay. Now, yeah. Uppula, count the number of C's. Count the number of C's. Naufa, count the number of A's. So clash between A and C. Okay. Uppula Srilata will count the number of C's. Naufa will count the number of A's. Come on first. Okay, that's fine. So the answer is C. The answer is C. That's fine, no problem. Now let us see here. It doesn't reflect an even pattern. Even means common, regular, usual, general, equal. Okay, distribution. Okay, not even. Uneven means unequal. Unequal. Okay, maybe. So now let us see. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. They are presumed by an impressive one, but the figure for hospitals is much lower. Much lower. So it's not an equally. Equally means even. Okay. Not. Okay. Distributed. Distribution. So it's not an equally distributed decrease. So the picture is more complicated than it may first appear. Okay. More complicated. Doesn't reflect an even. So it is an odd, complicated, odd. Then it may at first appear. Okay. So you can see here how he has given very clearly. Okay. So equally means evenly, not distributed, distribution. Okay. So it's not more complicated. Okay. More complicated. Then it may appear. So it doesn't reflect the original even pattern. That's what he is telling here. So try to understand the point which is told here. Fall means fall. Number means data. Number means data. Number means amount. Okay. Antibiotics prescribed in the UK. See there. Okay, doesn't even means equal. Not equal means odd. Unequal means odd. So you can see everywhere the answer. So in the last part, not equally distributed. Not equally distributed. So you can see that. So is not an equally distributed decrease. So the picture is more complicated than it may at first appear. 20% and much lower. So uneven. Uneven means not an even pattern. That means distributed. You can see there. Distribution is changed to distributed. Even means equal, synonym. Not, anti, an apostrophe T. So reduced means fall. Reduced means fall. Number means amount. Number means amount. Number means amount. See here. Number means here amount. And first line, last word also amount. So you can see the points very clearly there. So was the explanation useful? So if it is useful, say yes. If it is not useful, say no. And just give your explanation. If you can understand, you do 100 question paper, there is no meaning. We do reasonably one question, that's enough. Now you go and do similar tests. Na? Anushka. Yes, Anushka, you can unmute. Anushka.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. How was the session? What did you feel about the session? Was it useful for you? Why it is useful? You already told me you're joining. Okay, that's different. You are my student now anyhow. Okay. Only we are 2 more days to resume. Okay, now tell me, how was the session? How do you feel? Was it beneficial for you? Why do you think it is different? Or was it a waste of time for you? What do you
No,
think?
sir, definitely not waste of time. It's useful for me, sir. Your explanation is totally different from from the others teacher. And the explanation and synonyms, and now I came to know that the answer would be situated around the synonyms and the expression of the text we need to understand as well. So it's totally different from others.
Yeah, so you are gaining some knowledge, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go and practice like this in the similar fashion. Take one question, prepare. One question, prepare. One question, prepare. Learn first before doing that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nofa, Dr. Nofa Hamid.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, Dr. Nofa. Yeah, share your experience. What do you feel? Was that useful or did I waste your time?
No, sir, not at all. It was very useful, sir. That what the mistake I'm doing right now, I can understand, sir. You know, we have to listen the conversation fully. Then we have to conclude what they are trying to say. Yeah, sir. It'll try to do one questions daily, sir, with your clues and whatever the hint points you have given till now, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Bless Jos. Bless Jos.
Yes, sir, the session was really helpful actually. The way you taught and first of all to make understand just like a story and to relate the words, what is there in the question, that is which is really needed. And it was really helpful, sir. I mean, the method was such a beautifully explained from your end. Thanks so much, sir.
I explained only two examples, but there are many people who can give full 42 questions in this much time, correct? No?
Yes,
So
sir.
should we follow their style or this my style only I should follow? What do you think?
So this style is better. I mean, this is superb because doing so many questions, I mean, just covering that is just for a namesake. I mean, if we go for at least 2 questions also, which is deep, that would be better, which I believe, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah. Next, Rakhil. Rakhil.
Yes, sir.
Rakhil Barkat. Yeah, Rakhil Barkat from Pakistan. Yeah, share your experience. Do you think that this is useful? If so,
Yes,
why?
sir, it's very, very useful. Nobody is giving teaching like this, and nobody is explaining that much. Even everybody is just trying to give, go through all the questions and giving the explanation that the way they want to do. They don't need to bother that the other students are learning or they are understanding or not. But the way you are giving the explanation, it's very, very helpful and very important for us. And in that way, if we will try to solve the questions, hopefully we will get the good score.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Anybody who did not talk before? Uppula Srilata. Uppula Srilata.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Uppu.
Sir, the class is very useful. The class was very useful. As such, the challenge is finding out the synonyms while even in listening to correlate with the question which has been given and the options. Synonyms really play an important role. So that is a real challenge for me to identify. But as per your explanation today, I could get the answer right because the explanation was very clear. So, but then it is real challenge for me to go ahead in the exam and identify such kind of synonyms. So learning of synonyms is very important, and the role of synonyms is at great majority of the questions are related with the synonyms only. So learning synonyms is very important for me now.
Okay, fine. Last, Anjali Kumari. Anjali Kumari.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Anjali. Where are you
Uh,
from? First time I'm seeing you, I think.
yes, sir. This is my first class, and I'm living in Bangalore, but my native place is in Bihar.
Bihar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me, what did you learn and what do you think about our sessions?
It is really interesting, first of all, and then it's really useful for me. I feel really interesting now. I'm like interested to practice more and more, like extract and to question. And I understand from you. First, we need to understand the question, then synonyms of the question, then the answers, what all like option they have given, then we need to move to the extract, then we need to understand what they are asking, and then we need to choose the answer
Very
according
good,
to synonym.
very good, very good. Okay, so that's the end of the session for today, and we'll meet tomorrow. You can write 1 or 2 sentences as feedback, whatever you have learned, and give your valuable feedback so that others can be motivated through your speaking sessions. I'm giving you just 2 minutes. Whatever you can write, you can write. So have a nice day. Bye-bye. Service book ESPS at 7 Good night, all of you.